you've been holding it down over on the YouTube side of things. You know, it's been nice to have another caster available as well for the any of the tournaments we have because I've been trying to play a little bit more lately, and so it definitely is nice to know that there's going to be someone holding down the fort while I am not around to do it. So thank you very much for that.
Well, wow, man, big compliment. Appreciate that. Well, let's go through our players here. Red side here, of course, is Team Prismatic holding up the east side. Ramon here, gonna pick off the Winston, no problem here. Vogel on the Zarya play. Lucy, of course, can't forget her on the Mercy here. Why You Alive, of course, with Lucio. Similo playing a little bit of Pharah, and Dini Skills on the Reaper. No surprise here from this team. They've got a pretty decent comp here going up. A little bit of a dive, a little bit of extra support here to keep their tanks alive. What do we got here on the west side?
And for the side of Teletubbies, best name in the house, that's for sure. But they're going to be running pretty much a standard comp, exactly what you'd expect out of them. Sammy playing the hit scan on this McCree. Proboy is actually going to be playing the Tracer. They did kind of flex this out a little bit. Now Lone Wolf playing the Zarya for this team. Proboy is playing the Tracer instead, and it actually worked out very well for them last game. So we'll see whether they're able to make it work here as well. Setting up here on top of this top box, they're just getting into the car wash, looking for any sort of ult charge they can get or whatever, but basically going to do what most teams do, rotate back to the top side of this ramp and try to defend from here.
Certainly not a bad push here at all from the team of Prismatic here. Red team looking pretty hot here right now. Ramon charging in, trying to get a little bit of DPS here on the opposing Reinhardt. Of course, the first pick of the game here is going to go off to the blue team McCree.
Yeah, Sammy getting that pick and actually getting very close now to the Deadeye, but he's going to be taken down. Playmate also getting close to the Resurrect though, so if she's able to stay alive, she's taken down very, very low, but she is able to get away with her life, and she's going to come back in. She's going to have this Resurrect available if they lose anyone else. Tubbs blocking that Earth Shatter for most of his team, and now answering with one of his own, knocking down a couple of them, but it's actually going to be Kid Deadpool who gets taken down, and Playmate going down as well. This is looking like it's going to be Prismatic coming out on top of this fight.
Definitely so here. Beautiful picks here all around. Of course, Lucy's ready to go here with the res. Why You Alive already got the shield ready as well. Of course, we got Vogel here with 98% charge here. Sinlat halfway there. Dini Skills with the ult ready on Soldier here. Blue team fading back in here for a little bit of defense.
And we do see somehow Teletubbies getting back out here, but they are not going to be able to last long in this fight. Dini up on this high ground. All of this forward positioning taken over by the side of Prismatic, and yeah, they are going to be able to push it on forward in there. Prismatic capturing out that first point, and I mean the ults are pretty stacked on both sides. Both teams having the Resurrect available, a lot of DPS available, a lot of sustainability available. So I'm guessing this next fight is going to be a pretty explosive one here.
Definitely so. The players we're going to be looking out here, of course, Vogel with that Graviton Surge ready to go. Might see a combo here with Skills. Then again, on the blue side, we've got the same thing going on here, with the exception of Sammy on McCree, ready to go with that Deadeye. How do you feel this fight's going to go out here, Golds?
Well, it really is, I think, going to come down to which team is able to capture that Mercy. Actually, it might not even come down to that. Tubbs getting taken down, Sammy getting taken down. Now this Rocket Barrage coming in. Yeah, the Rocket Barrage taking out Playmate, removing that Mercy from the equation, and as so often is the case, you take out that Mercy and you are going to win this fight. They are definitely going to be able to cap out this second stage pretty much for free, and now things are going to be looking pretty scary here for the Teletubbies. They are back against their last objective, and 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes plus for them to delay out this last stage. Ooh, ouch, Sammy.
Yeah, of course, here with one thing I need to mention here with Prismatic here, this is their third official match here, back-to-back here. They were able to go through their second round play and then immediately into the semifinals here, and then of course right into the finals. So definitely all warmed up, no kinks here. This is a well-rounded machine going at full speed here. Here goes the Zarya ult here, Ramen, of course, trying to get a few picks, gonna be taken down by Sammy. A beautiful play from the west side here.
But again, Playmate going to be taken out here. So, I mean, despite these kills coming in right now for the defense, the resurrect advantage is still available for Lucy on this Prismatic side. They are going to have the Primal Rage from the Teletubbies. He's just going to be trying to deny this high ground. Definitely a smart play there, as Dini is constantly getting up there and putting in a lot of damage. But, you know, this constant discrepancy of Playmate getting taken out, Lucy staying alive, is really going to hurt Teletubbies as things move forward. Sammy laying down that Earth Shatter, knocking down 2, but I'm not sure that they're going to have the follow-up for it, and he's just going to be kind of out of position now.
Yeah, no problem. Definitely had a good chance here to get a good play for the defending side, unable to capitalize, however. I do want to mention here, Ramen speaks very, very highly as the team captain for his supports. Lucy especially, he has explicitly said before that there are some fights that he will not win if Lucy isn't there to support. So definitely some great perks here of being in your captain's eyes for sure. This is a great, well-rounded team. They've been playing together here for about 4 months. A couple of tournaments under their belt, practicing as much as they can. Ramen even mentioned taking vacation time here to practice with his team and Fieldmate. So they're 100% serious about taking the win here.
Well, and why wouldn't you be with $100 on the line? I mean, you know, definitely worth it to take a couple days vacation. Playmate again being taken out with the Resurrect. I don't know if we've been able to see her use the Resurrect throughout this entire defense. Boy's setting up on the high ground now. He's swapped over to Soldier 76 to give them a little bit more of this hit scan threat, but really not able to get enough damage in there to get any kills confirmed. Playmate finally using that Resurrect, but I mean, Kid Deadpool taken out immediately afterwards, and the Blizzard is there to follow up. I don't know if it's going to be enough.
Well, once again, we see Sinlo here going for a late change on May, just as we saw in the semifinals here. We had a huge hold here on the end of this point here. Had Sinlo change in the middle of overtime, was able to overcome the fight with the Blizzard attack. So Sinlo once again being a flex player here, popping off whatever player he was before. He is now showing off some of his May play.
That Earthshatter coming out from Sammy definitely almost turned things around there. And the Graviton as well could have had a lot of potential, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Boy, though, getting 2 kills there and denying Lucy the chance to build up this res. This close to the defender spawn, they have the advantage right now, so they should be able to hold off here. Just a minute, 15 seconds left on the clock here. A lot of time burned off the clock by the side of Teletubbies, but Prismatic still with an opportunity to come back in. They've got both of their support ults available. Playmate almost up to the Resurrect if they even give her a chance to use it. I mean, this is going to be the last fight, most likely, the last one at least, that Prismatic's going to be able to set up very well.
We shall certainly see here. Their overtime gameplay, however, is not to be taken lightly, as Lucy, of course, has been taken out of play. A beautiful triple kill here from Boy. Definitely that soldier pick was a nice pick to be able to get this this team fight here going for the side of Teletubbies. Once again, like you said, Boy, very good flex player here. Definitely showing his colors here. Defense looking good with only 20 seconds left on the clock.
Well, and the one benefit of that fight going so quickly is that now there is still time here for Prismatic to come back in and try one last time. They're going to come in with 2 ults still available. Graviton going to be thrown out immediately. The Earthshatter, though, blocking a little bit of the follow-up. The Blizzard is here to try to continue this fight here for the attackers, but no, 2 of them are going to fall. Lucy going to have to use this res probably a little earlier than she wanted to. Dini getting his life saved there by the Earthshatter onto Mr. Tubbs. And luckily for the defense, luckily for Teletubbies, they do have this res available, but no main tank now. The whole hog coming in to deny the follow-up onto this Graviton and the Death Blossom as well. We are seeing a lot of Teletubbies falling now, and this sound barrier is available to keep Prismatic healthy. they should be able to cap out this point as long as they finish this cleanup here. Lone Wolf going down, Sammy taken down very, very low. He's going to be knocked off the cart. It's just going to be Sammy and Kid Deadpool. But now, Mr. Tubbs actually coming back in on the Diva might be able to continue this stall for a little bit longer. But no, not going to last long enough. That Maywall,
nice play here
keeping Playmate out there.
Prismatic.
And yeah, that is going to be all 3 points capped.
A great play once again by Prismatic here. Got to point out the nice combo here from Sinlilo and Ramon here. During that Graviton surge, man, he just simply put up the Maywall, to which Ramon kind of made a nice little 45-degree angle there to keep their team alive there as the Roadhog Whole Hog was going off trying to get a few extra picks. That was a very key and crucial play that was so quick, almost could have been missed by both of us. Here we go, going into the second round here, seeing if we can get any extra changes from these players here. Right now, it looks as though Prismatic is going to stay with their comfort zone. Lucy and Why You Alive still on the supports here. Vogel, of course, going for the Zarya in terms of attack. Ramon going to stay on Reinhardt here. We may or may not see a little bit of Winston here late game from here, since they will be defending. It depends. We shall certainly see. What do you got over here on the west side for us, Gold?
Well, it looks like they're going to be running a pretty standard comp for them. Pro Boy on the Diva, Mr. Tubbs on the Winston. Pro Boy being the only real Diva player, I think, on this team. So when they need that Diva to help Mr. Tubbs on the dive, that is who's going to be going onto it. Lone Wolf playing the Tracer and Sammy on the Pharah, going to be providing that DPS for them. And of course, with Kid Deadpool and Playmate here doing that Zen Mercy combo. The damage, the heals, all of that is going to be extremely powerful for them on this attack. And really where they are at their best is on the attack. So I would, maybe they lose a fight here and there, but I would expect a relatively quick time out of Teletubbies on this attack. They are very, very strong here.
Definitely so. If they can get a little bit of time left on their clock here as well, they might have the advantage on Prismatic, who was able to take the third point only in overtime here. So if they have a little bit extra time, that might give them the advantage here, going for the tiebreaker if they can make it that far. Looks as though blue team, however, Teletubbies is going for the flank all the way around the left, taking the cliff side here. A little bit of pharmacy action in the air. Now, judging from the playtime you've seen from Teletubbies here, Gold, how do you feel about this pharmacy play here? Have they shown any progress before using it?
Oh, absolutely. Sammy's a very, very capable Pharah, and I mean, obviously, Playmate being a very talented Mercy. I think Prismatic knows she's a talented Mercy, and that's why she's being focused so hard. But with that Pharah up in the skies to give her a little bit more maneuverability, I would expect Playmate to have a lot easier time staying alive here. And of course, helping Sammy put out so much extra damage. Now they're going to be getting onto this backlines, and yes, helping with that kill onto Why You Alive. That is definitely going to help them pushing on in here. No speed boost is available to react to this dive composition coming in. And yeah, Natia is going to go down. They have no Zarya available. Slowly, like dominoes, we are going to see the side of, well, and there's actually the res coming back
Lucy
in, picking all those
triple
dominoes
res.
right back up.
Beautiful play here from Lucy. She is quite the excellent Mercy here. Definitely a formidable opponent to Playmate. There goes the Zen ult as well, right on the payload.
Yeah, that Transcendence keeping everyone healthy there through a lot coming in from the defense. And as a result, they are going to be able to get these kills coming in. But the Deadeye now coming in from Sinalo, and he is only going to be able to get one, only getting Kid Deadpool before, all of these kills still going the way of Teletubbies. Playmate going to be taken out as well. So Sinalo able to get both supports before he is taken down, but inevitably taken down. 4:30 on the clock, and now actually we're going to see some very aggressive play from Teletubbies trying to get these split spawns, taking down Lucy. They are going to be able to just run through this defending team, I would imagine now. But losing Lone Wolf not going to be helpful to that, so they're just going to back off, take what free cart space they can get, and get a full regroup.
Yeah, definitely. So the dive is very strong here on the attacking team. However, Ramon has spoken very highly about how to deal with the dive team here, focusing one player at a time, trying to keep their healers alive here as well. So we will certainly see here how well the dive will go against some of the strongest plays we got on the Prismatic team.
And that sound barrier coming in just a little bit too late from Why You Alive. He could have possibly negated a lot of the damage from that rocket barrage, but not quite in time to do so. And actually, we're going to see Dini falling as well. Lucy left all alone up in this this shuttle, trying desperately maybe to escape to her team, getting that res back up, but now getting focused in the back lines. Has a primal or a tactical visor in her face. She's not getting away from that. The trance coming in from Kid Deadpool to try to finish this point out, and they really have everything they need to. The Graviton really is not going to have the follow-up they need into it, and so this is going to be Teletubbies pushing it through the second point. Poor Nazi getting backed up into a corner by a very, very angry monkey who's just going to beat the crap out of her over there. And right now, once again, we're seeing the dive coming in.
What a nice play here from Mr. Tubbs on the Winston here. Doing so well with the dive comp. Ramon signaling his team to call for a group up. See what we can do here in this final push up against Prismatic. There's the Deadeye.
Yeah, Deadeye coming in from Sinlalo, but not really finding anything with it. The hook from Nasi too, not converting a kill out of it. And right now we're seeing a few resources being thrown at this fight by the side of Prismatic, but not really getting anything out of it. There it is. Finally, the hook converts onto Sammy, finishing that kill off. But now with the kill onto Dini, it might be possible to get a solo res here out of Playmate and have a lot of momentum out of it. There it is. Now the res is definitely a possibility coming in. However, though, Sammy getting spawned back up, this might be a... There it is, actually. Getting Kid Deadpool and Lone Wolf. However, Tubbs falling here, not going to be helpful. They have no main tank available anymore. So definite advantage here for the defense. Sammy, though, using that rocket barrage anyways, getting Lucy, so no resurrect available for him now. This could definitely be the opportunity for the side of Teletubbies to push in here.
Yeah, rightfully so. It was a nice choice here for the FAR to take out Lucy. However, not sure if that's going to help here as the numbers are falling swiftly here on the Teletubby team. There goes the ult here. Red side, Vogel doing the best he can here to get a nice ult off. Going to be responded here by Mr. Tubbs, knocking him around like his playmate here. Very deadly Winston player indeed. Back onto the point, dropping the shield for a little bit of extra health for his team here. Ramon heading the charge as usual with his supports right behind him. Sidlow, of course, going for a late choice for May in this very crucial area. See what we can do here. She's going to be trying to contest the point here. There goes the Tracer ult, no effect there.
Oh, and they're getting on the Kid Deadpool. Yeah, poor Kid Deadpool, ever since this May pick came out, he has been a constant source of focus for that May. And as someone who has put a decent amount of time on the Zenyatta myself, never a fun situation when you have a May walking towards you as the cyborg monk. Now, however, the tactical visor coming out from Dini, gonna pick up 2 before he is even focused at all. Luckily, Playmate with that resurrect going to turn it around, getting her entire team back up here. So now it is a 6v4 possibility on this point. Mr. Tubbs is actually going to get frozen, activating the Primal Rage just in time. Not going to be able to get that Blizzard out before the kill comes in onto Sinlalo. The res does come in and is going to be able to try to turn this around. But still, I think we have a bit of an advantage here for the attackers. That Trance eating up a lot of the damage, but I don't know, actually. This might be a turnaround here for the side of Prismatic. Yeah, and it looks like it is.
Definitely have the manpower here. Blizzard was a great play here, of course, on the point. Once again, ult's going everywhere here, but it's down to a 3v2 here on the point from Prismatic. Got a little bit of Mercy flying back in here to get Tubbs back here at full health. See what they can do here. Mercy just keeping everybody alive. What a great play here from Playmate. She's going to be knocked all the way back, though.
Playmate so far has absolutely been huge on this last stage. Still, however, we aren't seeing Teletubbies able to push it through, and they are getting down to running out of time here. We do, however, they do finally have the entire side of Prismatic cleared. There it is. Finally, they are able to push it in with 39 seconds left on the clock there. So after we add a little bit of time to both sides, 1:39 for the side of Teletubbies, 1 minute for Prismatic to try to push it as far as they can. On
Again, it's super
Dorado,
close
during the
game
last
here,
series,
man.
I will say this right now, on Dorado for the last series, we saw it all the way with 2 minutes and 11 seconds left on the clock in overtime. So they managed to push it all the way from beginning to end with nothing but 2 minutes 11 in extra rounds. I mean,
Like,
they are
so
very,
impressive
very
there.
capable of doing the same thing here.
Rightfully so. And this, without leaving too much to the imagination here, this is honestly one of the weaker maps here for Prismatic. They are performing well here, but as a map like this, man, they really prefer just an all-outside type of map so that Ramon can be able to hop in, get a little bit of Winston plays here like he can. However, this inside map just really makes them feel claustrophobic here. We'll certainly see a little bit of gameplay change here once we get a few different maps here, but once again, going into the overtime and the tiebreaker around here for both teams. Ramon here on the attacking side as well with Team Prismatic. See what they can do here going into the 3-2-1 here for these guys.
And, well, definitely a little unfortunate there for the side of, I'm sorry, I'm completely blanking right now on my Teletubbies, duh, Mr. Tubbs. Holy cow. But they took a long time getting out of spawn there, so not gonna have the chance to really set up on the defense. And so no matter what, I think they're gonna have to give all of this ground, allow the cart to push forward down through the car wash. But getting that pick onto Lucy is absolutely huge. 3 seconds on the timer, and they're gonna get Dini as well. They need to collapse on these kills, but at the same time, they kind of want to stagger them out. There they are. Sinlalo going to be taken out of the mech. They are going to be taking these kills out very, very slowly, which is perfect for them right now. Ramon going down, YU Alive going down with 10 seconds left on the clock. They're going to have a hard enough time getting someone in here to even touch the point. They do have this Tracer coming in from Nasib. Wow, however, Dini does get onto Kid Deadpool before being taken down himself, so maybe if they're able to get in, they might be able to have the stall they need. But nope.
Oh, unbelievable Diva play here from Lone Wolf.
Yeah, that Diva Bomb was all she wrote right there, taking out any chance of Prismatic coming back on this point. And with that, we definitely see Teletubbies setting themselves up for victory. Very good hold here on this extra round.
Right, even after being unable to set up here with not enough time remaining, they still held them right under the car wash there. What a nice play from Teletubbies there. A good turnaround for them. See if they could do the same here on the attacking round. Everybody getting their picks in. Ramon opting for the Reinhardt pick. Of course, Vogel back on Soldier. Lucy and YU Alive, no need to ask, will be on supports here. Sentinel, though, still struggling to get his choice here. For skills, back on Roadhog. What a beautiful play here from Roadhog.
And I think they're definitely going to be trying to focus on answering this dive composition, and Mr. Tubbs especially. And there it is, Sinlalo playing the Reaper. They're going to be running the double shotgun comp with Sinlalo and Dini there. The only thing they need is a Diva, because Diva's got those little shotguns as well. So I mean, they are definitely trying to have some sort of answer to this dive composition, and I mean, they may very well have it here, but they need to make sure that they are able to decisively take 2 or 3 fights in a row in order to hold this here. They have to work it out for it.
But even pushing the choke up as far as the spawn here. Look at them holding them back here, not even letting the payload move. Doing their best they can to keep it from going under the bridge. Definitely a harder spot to hold rather than the inside. They don't want to lose too many deaths here, though. They definitely want to allow Lucy to get her charge here as well.
And that's it right there. I think that might be it right there. Even with these deaths coming in for the attackers as well, the spawns are so close to where the cart needs to go to that they are going to be able to get onto this high ground that they've now cleared the defenders off of. And so every single kill just helping them out a little bit more. They don't need to necessarily take it right on that first fight. Now, though, coming in with a massive advantage, they are going to be able to come in again. Sinlalo, though, surviving with an inch of health, and so this might actually be them being able to hold on, but no, 2 kills going back the other way. The sound barrier needs to come out from Prismatic in order to hold on here. The Rez as well, picking up Ramon so that he can stay in this fight.
Definitely a great choice here from Lucy, getting her tank back in play here. They definitely work better as a team. You don't want to have just 2 supports out here fighting up against a 6-stack. So, of course, having Cindalo here with Ramon here is a great choice indeed. If they could just press the advantage here and keep them off the point. There's Zen. A nice hook here.
Deadpool with an absolutely massive play. He literally went in there behind the Rhine shield, got enough ult charge to get the trance so he could go in and touch the point, forced overtime. Now they have a chance. Now they actually have an opportunity to come in here. Mr. Tubbs doing everything he can, but Playmate went down. They're not going to have any sort of heals available for him. Kid Deadpool going down as well, and now it's just going to be Pro Boy. He is going to fall. Actually, no, we do have Lone Wolf still in here. Lone Wolf alone on the point is going to be lasting just long enough to get the Genji in there as well. Sammy, though, falling immediately and off the point. Ooh, overtime ticks down. Prismatic barely coming out on top there.
What a close play from both teams indeed here. Prismatic coming out on top in the first round, though. Best of 5 here, so if they can take the 3 wins, or maybe even, yeah, the 3 wins, they'll be able to take the lead here in the finals. Get a nice win here for Prismatic. Let's check out the play of the game. There's Vogel here on the side of Prismatic, showing off his soldier kills. A nice ult shutdown here. This was in the final round as well.
Yeah, and that was, I think, probably the play that won them the game.